private messaging. So this is the rule. If your spouse can't read it, then it shouldn't be written.
Well,
if your spouse would be dishonored, shocked, insulted, or simply uncomfortable with your conversation that you're having in private messages, then you don't need to be having them.
Wow.
If your spouse is already overly jealous in the first place, then you have to ask yourself this question first, because of course we know jealousy is nothing but fear. But you have to ask yourself this question: do my actions on social media fuel the fear or dispel it?
Good.
You do not want to continue to fuel the fear of a person who is already jealous. You should be working towards dispelling it, and they should be working on dissolving the fear in their own life. The second one is don't feed into seductive behavior.
well,
And this is the rule on that. A timeline full of likes does not equal love.
Hello, somebody.
You know, social media gives you instant gratification. It is so seductive. We all like to be praised. We all like words of affirmation. And a lot of times we'll post a picture and people are liking, putting hearts with eyes in it, eyes with hearts or whatever. And they'll seduce us into believing that we are more than what we are. Don't be seduced by the cyber seducer.
Ooh, that's good.
You have to know that sometimes the cyber seducer is actually just testing your character. They don't want you like you think they want you.
Wow.
Number 3 is don't over glamorize past relationships. That's really important because, social media is a non-ending class reunion.
Wow.
So what happens is we will see that old boo from years ago.
Wow.
And here we are, we will get caught up. And, while you may be drawn to the misty watercolored memories of the way we were, you got to know that you are not the way you were. First of all, that was 2 kids, 1 mortgage, several babies ago. So you are not the way you were, even though you may remember the times when things were simpler then. Okay? But don't get caught up into that. You have to stay where you are. Don't over glamorize past relationships, and appreciate what you have when you have it. So that's important. And here's another one.
Come on.
You have to be real about the seducer.
Talk to us about
That
this.
cyber seducer that's liking your page, being flirtatious. You have to be real. See, what happens is you attract who you are.
Come on now.
Not what you want. So if you are attracting, as a married person, if you are attracting someone who is a cheater, then guess what? You're a cheater. You're going to attract a cheater.
My goodness.
And I'm not talking to people who have cheated in the past. They recognize their problems. They have been forgiven. I'm not here to be the accuser of the brethren. That's not me.
Come on.
But that person who still has that person's name saved in their phone under another name, that person who has to delete after they finish pressing send, I am speaking directly to you face to face. Okay? You need to know that there is a character flaw, and the person who is receiving that cyber seducer, you're not going to be able to fix it because you don't even have the character to. I told you to be real about the seducer, but you also have to be real about yourself. Are you discontent in your relationship? Do you realize that the foundation for every divorce is unmet expectations? So you may be discontent, and then you have this sense of entitlement saying, I deserve to be happy.
well,
I deserve, see, that's a sense of entitlement.
Yeah.
So you go after what you want at any cost. But that is not a covenant relationship. That is not a covenant marriage. You must submit to what the Word of God says. First of all, you must guard your heart above all things. So don't allow Satan to tell you that you deserve whatever you want, when you want, however, and forget about the aftermath of children, wife, husband, whatever the case may be. What you want to do is make sure you guard your heart, stay in that relationship, work things out, love God, and submit to the will of God.
Wow.